It's difficult to cook Italian food without homemade wine. Buongiorno. Today we're going to be making broccoli rabe and cavatelli with pancetta. Staple, peasant Italian food. It's been around forever. First thing we do is clean the broccoli rabe. You'd like to get rid of the stems while retaining the flowers and as many of the leaves as you can. We have broccoli rabe, a staple in the Italian household, also known as Italian Drano for those of you with digestive problems. Okay, this is Andy Boy brand, which seems to be one of the better ones around. We cut off the stems because they're very fibrous and tough and bitter. Take as many of the leaves and flowers off as you can. Get rid of the yellow leaves because you don't want to cook them. You also don't want the flowers to be a lot of blossoms. You don't want to turn a lot of yellow. A little bit's not too bad. Now, because we're going to have this with cavatelli, we'll cut it a little bit finer than normal, okay? And my sous chef here will take care of cleanup. Yellow leaf, we don't want. We're filling the bowl up with water. We're going to let the rabe soak a little bit to rehydrate. While we're doing that, we will be working on part of the seasonings. Most Italian food dishes are not rich with many ingredients. It's very sparse. 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients tops. This is pancetta, which is dry cured pork belly. We're going to be using it for flavoring. The pork fat, which it puts into the mix, which is always flavor. And also for texture. Now there are the food critics and the health food freaks who will say that this is not the healthiest food in the world to eat. And you know what? I tend to agree. However, my parents and grandparents all lived well into their 90s eating this very healthily, so I sort of have a little bit of an issue with that. And my motto is everything in moderation, including moderation. That is an artisan olive oil. Garlic is a matter of personal preference. I do not like it to be overpowering. That's my feeling. Doesn't necessarily have to be yours. I feel a hint of it is, you want it to just start cooking as you put it in. It's not cooking yet. Come here. See, I dropped a piece in. It's not starting to sizzle yet. So now the next piece I drop in. You hear it? It's starting. That's good. And now we want the olive oil to start being infused with the subtle hint of garlic. And the pancetta. Okay, so the garlic is simmering away nicely. And as you can see, we don't want it to burn. And we throw the pancetta in. And that's on a slow simmer. As it sautés, it will release the fats, inherent in the stomach, and make the flavors imbue the olive oil. There's 3 types of black pepper that we use in my home. Butcher pepper, which is a coarser ground, medium pepper, which is less ground, and a fine pepper for final seasoning. For this particular thing, I would put the coarse ground butcher pepper, is we're going to drain. Now we're throwing it in here. And you can hear the water reacting with the hot oil. We'll cover it. It's already steamed a little bit in the pot, okay, as opposed to boiling it, which makes it fat, it washes it out. So what we're doing now is going to put some Celtic sea salt in it, which is the best salt you can get because it's got all the trace minerals. And we've already steamed it, so we're not going to cover it anymore. Now it's going to saute. And again, as we go along, we clean and we put away. Otherwise, you never get out of the kitchen. If you steam it this way, it's not as bitter, but again, it can be an acquired taste. Either you like it or you don't. And if you don't, you don't. What are you going to do? My grandmother used to boil the broccoli rabe, and she would let the water cool and drink it, saying that's where the vitamins were. Whether she was right or wrong, I can't tell you, but that was the Depression era mentality where absolutely nothing went to waste. A bright green color. If you boil it, you lose that. Take a dried, long Italian hot pepper. They could be spicy, they could be mild. We're going to use the whole thing and take our chances. The most important part is the taste and the mouthfeel. We're going to salt the water for the pasta. Exact measurements are very important, and that's subject to change. The cavatelli is done. We're going to take it, we put the rabe back on. We're going to dump it right in there so we get some of the water. The starch in the water gives more flavor and texture, and it will finish cooking in the rabe. So you look at it and you see, is the consistency soupy enough for your taste? Realizing that the macaroni will absorb some water. So what I generally do is I take a little bit of the pasta water with the starch and I will throw it in. Or throw it in, as we said in the Bronx. And that makes it a little soupier. Afat. Done. Now we eat. Now before we dish it out, we're going to put some extra virgin olive oil on top and mix it in. This is not cooked. This is for flavor and the smell, the olfactory sense. Broccoli rabe with cavatelli and pancetta. Parmigiano Reggiano. This is the best cheese to use with this dish. So we will grate it fresh on the pasta. Finishing touch is the Volga Reggiano Parmigiano. To taste.